Okay, let's get started now. Welcome back, everybody. So last time I asked you to solve two questions on inverse function. Some of you solved it and send me the picture. Some of you send me the answer. Um, let's continue with those two problems on finding the inverse of the function. Okay, so that you can check whether you did it right or you need some help with that. We can totally find it. Okay, so let's begin with finding the inverse of the function. We already work on the fundamental idea about the inverse function. Today is more about doing the mathematics using the inverse function or mathematics of the inverse functions. So here I have two problems, and in each of these we have to find the inverse. Okay, for each of these we have to find the inverse. So let's begin with the first one. So for A, you can see we have f of x equal to, okay, f of x is equal to 3x minus 2. That is the original function that is given to you. Okay, so what we have to do is, well, finding the inverse of the function. For this f of x, we write y. So y is equal to 3x minus 2. And what we learned in previous class is we can find the inverse of one-to-one function by interchanging the domain and range. That is, for all x in the equation, we can write y. And for all y in the equation, we can write x. Okay, so for inverse, Sagar, I think you are unmuted, so make sure you mute yourself. Okay, for inverse function, what we do is, here we have 3x minus 2, we write 3y minus 2. We interchange the value. So then with 3y minus 2. And on the other side, there is a y. For y, we write x. And then we have to solve this equation to find the value of y, because we always write the function as y equal to. So we need to solve that equation and find the value of y. So if I want to solve this equation and find the value of y, I need to move this negative 2 to the other side. So it will be 3y equal to x plus 2. Because if you move that negative 2 to the other side, it will be positive 2. Now finally, to find y by itself, you have to divide on both sides by 3. So you get y equal to x plus 2 divided by 3. So this new value that I'm getting here, that is the inverse function. Okay, the new y value that we get here, that is the inverse function. So we write it like this. This implies f inverse x is x plus 2 divided by 3. X plus 2 divided by 3, that is your f inverse. So once you find the inverse, make sure you write f inverse on the left-hand side. Your original function was f of x equal to 3x minus 2. So the inverse become f inverse is equal to x plus 2 over 3. If you have any question on that, you can ask me now. Okay, look like there is no question on that. So let me show you how to solve B, because while solving these two questions yourself, I found that many of you got the first part correct, but the second part was a little challenging for some of you. So let's see how we can do that. So B, we have f of x equal to 2 over x minus 3 plus 4. So what we do is first we write this f of x as y. So this is y equal to 2 over x minus 3 plus 4. And you know that to find the inverse, we have to interchange x and y. That means for all x in the problem, we write y, and for all y, we write x. Okay, that's what we do for inverse. So let's write that down. For inverse, so this one, the right-hand side is 2 over x minus 3 plus 4. So we can write that as 2 over, in place of x minus 3, you can write y minus 3 plus 4 is equal to, on the other side, there is a y, we write x for that. And then we need to solve this equation and find the value of y. Okay, so for that, what we do is first we move this 4 to the other side. So it becomes 2 over y minus 3 equal to x minus 4. Okay, now see, here we have 2 over y minus 3, that is a fraction. On the other side, we have x minus 4. And x minus 4 is same as x minus 4 over 1, right? So that we have two fractions, they are equal. Now, remember our goal here. Our goal is to find the value of y. It would be easy to find the value of y if y is in the numerator. So if it was like this, what I'm saying is, instead of this y in the denominator, if it was like this, y minus 3 over 2, it would be easy for us to find the value of y. So if I want to write it like this, what I'm doing is, I just take the reciprocal. I flip the fraction on the left. Okay, if I flip the fraction on the left, I also need to flip the fraction on the right so that they will still be equal. So on the right side, if we flip, that will be 1 over x minus 4. Okay, that will be 1 over x minus 4. And remember, our goal is to find the value of y. So now, in order to find the value of y, here is a 2. 2 is dividing, so we move this 2 to the other side, so it will multiply this fraction by 2. So in next step, if I move that 2 to the other side, it will be y minus 3 equal to 2 over x minus 4. So when we move this 2 to the other side, it will multiply the fraction. 1 over x minus 2 times 2 will be 2 over x minus 4. And finally, the value of y that we want to find, if we want to find that, I need to move this negative 3 to the other side, so it will be positive 3. So it will be y equal to 2 over x minus 4 plus 3. So this final value of y that we get here, 2 over x minus 4 plus 3, that is our inverse function. So we write f inverse x is equal to 2 over x minus 4 plus 3. So you can see there are a lot of steps there, but you have to be very careful on what we are actually doing here. We are trying to, after we change the value of x and y, or the domain and range, right? Once we change the domain and range, that is when we replace the x value by y and y by x. After that, we need to solve for y. In order to solve for y, first thing we did here is y is in the denominator. It is easy when it is in the numerator. So we flip the fraction. We take the reciprocal on both sides. That is one important thing. Next thing, when you look at this fraction here, we have 2 in the denominator. That is 2 is dividing. In order to solve, we need y by itself. So we need to move that 2 to the other side. So this 2 is dividing here. When you take it to the other side, it will multiply. So it becomes 2 over x minus 4. And after you do that, you see here, we have y minus 3. We need only y. You are subtracting 3 on the left. If you move it to the other side, you'll add. So this ultimate final value of y that you get here, That is your inverse value. If you have any question on that, you can ask me now. If you don't have question, finish up your writing, then we'll move to the next one. Yeah, are we done copying it? Yes, okay. Let me check with one more. Sagar, are you done copying it? Sagar, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. So here is the next problem. You can see example, find the inverse of the function f of x equal to 2 plus the square root of x minus 4 and state its domain and range. That is, we have to state the domain and range of the inverse. We have to find the inverse and then we have to state the domain and range of that inverse. Okay, so please copy the question. You know at least how to find the domain now. I mean, at least to find the inverse. So give a try. I'm going to give you a little bit of time here. And after that, we'll work together. Okay, so please copy the question, work yourself and try to find the inverse. We'll come back and work together again to see whether you get the correct answer or not. Hey, I hope you tried, you got something. Let me show you the graph of this function first. So let's see if I can show it, if it is possible. I'm trying my best to actually show the graph. Somehow my system is not working here. Let me remove my split screen if possible. Okay. Can you see the graph now? So you can see if you look at this starting point on the graph, so that point is 4 comma 2, right? That point is 4 comma 2. So we have the square root function that is transferred 4 units to the right and 2 units up. Okay, that is the graph. So let me quickly sketch the graph of that function over here. You can also sketch this so that it's easy for us to answer a couple of questions. Okay, so we start here. Okay, I'm putting a dot there, and that point is 4 comma 2. 4 because you can see the graph is shifted 4 units. 4 means graph is shifted 4 units to the right. Okay, and then plus 2 means it is shifted 2 units up. So that is 4 comma 2. So from there, you can draw the square root function, which will look like this. Okay. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Yes, but what's going on here is look like I lost internet connection. I'm using my cell phone to connect, and just to inform you that we lost connection. So I'll not be able to continue today because there is no internet connection. I'll not be able to share my device. Okay. Let me try if I can share it. Let me see. No, it will not let me share that. So I think we need to end the class now. Can you still hear me? Yes. Okay. So we need to end the class for today. I will see you all next time. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. Take care, everybody. Bye.